she's like, oh, if I keep doing this, I get to see my father. That ain't your daddy. That's the devil.
Yes, sir. Welcome back to Redacted Show. I'm your host, Wafiq, or Feek, with my co-host, my other host.
Co-host Data Dane in the building. Welcome back to 108 Mafia, the Redacted Mafia. We appreciate all the support up until this point. We're seeing the subscriber growth. We're seeing it. It's slow, but it's steady. We're seeing that. So thanks everybody for subscribing, for engaging in our TikToks and IG Reels. We're going to continue to pump those out if you continue to engage in those and share those as well. And remember, you can still support the channel monetarily in the description and bio below. 17 cents a day. That's $5 a month. You can send that the Redact away. And if you forget all that, just remember 17.5, same color, redacted shirt. Well, there was a lot of stuff that hit the news today. One of it being very big merger news that we will get into very shortly. Welcome to Derry. They're coming down to the last 2 episodes of the season.
Yep.
And since the last time we talked about Welcome to Derry, it's been a lot of reveals that we will get into. On top of, so we both seen some movies that we'll review and things of that nature. But with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get into the first topic, which is, we'll go ahead and get this one out the way, the Zootopia review. We both did see it in theaters. I saw it twice because that's how good it was. Initially, the second time I seen it, I was trying to see the Jujutsu Kaisen movie, which I'm going to have to end up seeing again because Sage is going to hate me for saying this, but I did fall asleep in the movie. But anywho, we did see Zootopia. If you have not seen Zootopia 2, please go watch it. It's a hilarious movie. It's not just for kids. They do have some adult humor in there, like not too on the nose, but some stuff in there.
Very much in your face, though.
Yeah.
Unless you're just oblivious to stuff.
Yeah, like there's one character that if you don't know that man, you have to be blind to not realize who that character is portraying in today's real life. So, but anywho, we're gonna do our non-spoiler review and then quick spoiler review. But pretty much the premise of the movie takes place after the events of the first Zootopia. So they're all together now. All the predators and all the mammals are living together. They're at their zootennial, and there's pretty much a snake afoot. That's funny because they ain't got no feet. But there's a snake on the loose. Snakes have not been around Zootopia for
100 years.
100 years. And we're introduced to the snake character, their lore, which I thought was really cool and just very on the nose of today's history of, if a certain group of people just want to get that land, they're going to take that land. They're going to do whatever it takes to get it.
Yeah, they definitely had some very on the nose themes of stuff that happens today. But as Dana was saying, it takes place right after the events of Zootopia 1. If you've seen Zootopia 1, you know what happened. It takes right after that. And then pretty much the story is Hops and why did I forget his name? Wild. Yeah, they're trying to figure out pretty much this mystery on who established these, I'm just going to say weather walls. Yeah, the weather walls in Zootopia, who was the originator. And then you find out throughout the story what actually happened, so to speak. Non-spoiler, very good. I'm not going to talk too heavy on it just because it's very good. I mean, you know what you're getting with Zootopia. I think it was a very good movie. If I had to give it a rating, I mean, for animated movie, I wouldn't give it anything underneath the 8.
Yeah,
I thought it was like a 9.
It's pretty solid, like 8.5 for sure. You're gonna enjoy it, so watch that. A lot of humor is pretty funny. What's her name? Maple Stick.
Yeah,
she's the fun. She steals the whole movie. She is the movie Funniest character of the whole movie, best character of the whole movie. Every time she's on screen, she steals everything. Like, I don't know who that comedian is, but she's hilarious. Especially that one scene. Not even this isn't even a maple stick scene, but like that one scene where they're in like animal therapy, pretty much couple
Oh,
therapy, and then like
yeah.
the elephant just like oh shit. He's like, hey, he can't help. He's a mouse. The mouse looks up at his like,
Bro, he said he was like, "What the hell?" Nah, it
well, I
was,
laughed
bro,
too hard at that shit.
the freaking what else scene? The scene with the mob boss mouse when they pulled up when they were ran out the gala. Uh, I guess right now, spoiler alert, we're gonna be talking about different scenes real fast. But when they ran out the gala and they hit his car, he was like, "Put him in the trunk." Nigga, I don't know why that junk had me crying laughing. It is just because the polar bears. I don't know why. It's just something about how the polar bears look and
Yeah.
act. And it's saying that when they were trying to figure out they was gonna go with stick or take the van to go like to the beach, and the polar bear was in the background, but he's blurry. But you see him moving. He's honking the horn. He's
Yeah.
like, "What we doing?"
I see that. And then at the gala when Wild bumps into that pig and the pig's like, what the pork?
Oh man,
That
nah,
shit was funny. Nah,
it
and
was.
then just like the witty sayings Maple Stick had, and then that interaction she had with that sea, not the sea lion, but like what's that animal? Pretty much when he was
Oh, Wars, the
yeah, that
Wars,
walrus is he was like, hey bub, hey bub, hey bub, hey bub, hey bub, hey bub,
bro.
bub, 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 bub.
Bro, when they got to the swamp area, I said, nigga, this is the South, they Louisiana,
That is definitely the
Alabama,
South.
Texas. I said they are in the
That is
deep South right
definitely
now.
the South. That is Louisiana to a T. That is the Gulf of Mexico.
No, that interaction was funny. I will say too, there is some very good shots in this film too, like scenes. There's a scene with what is the Link's name? The brother. Is it Robert? Was it Robert
Yeah,
or
Pobbert.
Pobbert? There's a scene, there's two scenes with him, and I was like, oh, y'all locked in. It was a scene when he was going through the snow and he got into that maze, and there's a scene like directly on his face.
Oh
He
yeah,
looked
when he was
in.
like when they almost shot it like The Shining, where he was Johnny going through that scene right
But
before they bulldozed through the maze.
yeah,
Yeah,
when he's
that
like,
was so that.
I said, "Hey, that's scene crazy." And then the other one was when they were still in the control room, and you see his eyes
Mhm.
just in the shadows, and it
That
appeared.
was that was a hard scene too.
I said, y'all locked in, y'all locked in.
I think probably my favorite sequence was when like the ram and the goat was going. That was a scene where maybe them go like, "Damn these niggas," because they was just out around fucking shit up. And I'm like, God damn. And it was like that was a tough. I was like a very heavy emotional scene too. Cause like the whole movie was basically a metaphor on like their actual couple relationship. Like they weren't trying to say it, but they were trying to ship them and just be like, "Oh, we're so different." Like, happy anniversary. Like, these are things I work on, and I really care. Like, we're not stupid. We know the business, but it's still. I thought it was the message still came across. It still was done in a way where, like, obviously, kids aren't going to be taken out the movie. Where it's like, "Ooh, they're talking about relationships, ill." Like, what, da, da, da. But it's like, it's the message can still be portrayed to kids. Like, you have a partner that like those transferable emotions and skills and feelings can be still I don't know why I'm having a brain fart, but y'all know what I'm trying to say.
It's
Like
geared towards friendship.
exactly. Friendship, relationships. Friendship is a form of relationship, but
Yeah, and I
like the
think
message is still there.
one thing will say I liked a lot was the dialogue they used in here. I think a lot of the dialogue, as we kind of said earlier, it's like it equates to, I guess you could say, children dialogue, but as an adult, you can get like almost a better meaning from what they're talking about. Especially the scene when Gary, who's the snake, when he was freezing and he was like getting inside, like crawling, slithering, whatever you want to say, back into the control room. and he was like just going. He had like that mini monologue because he was talking about like, oh, this for my family, all this other stuff, and then it was a point in that monologue. I was just sat there. I said, "This shit's so heavy." Like I was, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, "Hey, this kind of heavy right now,
Yeah,
man." But I really liked his dialogue, and one thing I think that was also key with his dialogue, and that helped Hops was when he said at the end of the day, even though I'm doing this, my family wouldn't want me to put the world on my shoulders where it's detrimental to me. Because her whole character in the series has been, I need to prove everybody wrong, so I need to save the world every time I go
every
outside.
time. I don't care if I'm getting a animal out the tree. I'm saving the world. I gotta do something impactful.
Yeah. And then you kind of see how that eats away at her at times with how she doesn't like communicate and everything. And then even with why does my mind
Wow.
go blank every time I think of it? Yeah, it was wild when he even like when they get back together and he talks about like, well, I really don't want to lose like a friend because I don't have friends, so that's why I'm acting like this, or I'm not open to things because I'm just confused. So
Yeah,
I think it was a really good display.
no, for sure. Just remember, it takes a threesome to be some, but it takes a four-way to kick your doorway. But
And
if
in
you
that,
guys,
go ahead, go
I
ahead.
was gonna say, if you have not seen Zootopia 2, please go watch it. They do have a post-credit scene. There is gonna be a Zootopia 3. It's more
Yes.
than likely gonna be about birds. Which now that I'm thinking about it, they didn't show it. There haven't been any flying animals in this show, have there?
Uh,
Or show, movie, this movie
I don't think I've
series.
seen them flying. I've been trying, like when I saw the end credit scene, I was trying to think if I seen like an ostrich or something, like something that's kind of land based. I was like, I don't think I've seen one.
Yeah, no.
So yeah, the next one definitely has birds. I'm guessing probably some predator bird, so eagle, hawk, falcon, one of those more than likely.
Vulture.
Um,
They got the
but
vulture in this
if
man.
they throw a vulture in there, that would actually be kind of funny. I can see them being very funny with that.
Yeah.
So yeah, Zootopia 2 out in theaters. Highly suggest everybody go watch it. Get your mind off sons. Get your mind off serious things. Go watch Zootopia. Um, and now while we're staying in the movie space, we're gonna get back to the giant news that we've all have seen. So, and if you haven't seen it, now you're about to know about it. So, Netflix has acquired Warner Brothers Discovery in writing in technicality for $82.7 billion. And I want to say this before we kind of go into discussion that technically the deal is not finalized. It still has to go through certain approvals before then. But if it does go through, so we're going to speak as if it does go through. If it does go through, it wouldn't go into effect until the end of 2026, so around Q3. So that's like August time. So you may be asking yourself what all is in this deal. What all is Netflix getting by attaining Warner Brothers? So they're getting HBO, so all of their IPs that's in HBO. They're getting Cartoon Network. They are getting New Line Cinema. New Line Cinema has like Conjuring, more horror movies. They're getting like Harry Potter. Um, they're also getting, I'm trying to think of the other Warner Brothers games. So any of the Arkham games, any of those series that's under Warner Brothers games, NetherRealm games, they are not getting. But the one thing they're not getting is CNN. So CNN is under Warner Brothers, but that is not part of the deal. But I can see them if this does go through, they might make a way to try to get that. But technically, right now, CNN is supposed to be branching off into its own, I think, organization slash entity, so to speak. But
I think, I mean to cut you off, but I think like to the CNN and then because they're Warner Brothers, they kind of got rid of or kind of are demerging from a lot of those Discovery channels. So that time where if this was to get passed and go into effect, they would that time where it wouldn't be in effect. They're merging off all of those, pretty much that Discovery umbrella. So like
mhm,
Discovery, all those Discovery channels, CNN, and anything that has anything to do with linear television. Netflix
Yeah.
doesn't want any part of that.
Yeah, they want everything that's big with streaming because, in effect, what happens? I forgot to mention HBO. That's the biggest thing that Warner Brothers has. Anything that happens is Netflix is the number one streaming service, and HBO is the third largest streaming service. So, if you paid attention in any type of class or anything such as that, you would know that if the largest company of something and the third largest company of something join together, what does that give us, kids? A monopoly.
Monopoly.
So that is one of the big things that we're looking at right now. And one of the big effects on that is theatrical releases and television, which is what we are mainly looking at right now. And then for people that don't know, Ted Sarandos, the co-CEO of Netflix, has been very adamant about not wanting or getting rid of or away from the 45-day window. So most movies have about 30 to 45 days to be in theatrical releases, so in the movie theaters. And he says that is
Unless you're
not,
Madam Web, where that shit is like 14 days
yeah, unless you're like something smaller where people they know people not watching, is you get 20 days max.
max.
But he wants to get away from that because he says it's not user friendly. So first topic I want to kind of go into this. How do you feel about, I guess, the potential threat this could have on like theatrical releases on films?
I think theatrical releases on film for films was never the same when COVID happened. I think this is a big kind of product of just COVID and how that just shifted the perception of theatrical releases and how people perceive them now. Because before that, it was a big event. No matter if it was a blockbuster movie, Marvel and DC lived off those kind of movie events. Like now, they're struggling. They're the two main head honchos when it comes to just comic book media, but just film in general. And all the other studios and writers and directors are kind of feeding off that, but people are struggling to get people in the theater because of what COVID did. And it's like the CEO Tez, he's saying like, well, people ain't coming to the theaters no way. He's probably looking at the numbers and the money that these movies are making off their first box office weekend. It's like, well, if the shit is going to streaming in 45 days anyway, why not just expedite that? And like they're not going to the theater no way. So let's just eliminate that. Where I disagree with that wholeheartedly is that's just taking away again like the event, the feeling, just taking away another social aspect of movie
Mm-hmm.
watching.
Yeah,
And it's already hard to get people in the same room watching the same thing already.
without a
So
phone.
without a phone. So just taking that away, because all this stuff just being out, that the movie theater experience is a social experiment. Like you're
Yeah,
going out there, you're interacting with people. You may sit next to someone in a theater, and if they ain't got BO, you might be talking to them, saying like, "Oh, is this your first time watching such and such?" Or like, "Man, like I've never seen XYZ anime," or "I've never. This is actually my first experience watching a Spider-Man movie," or just those different kind of conversations in line, overhearing the feeling of pain where someone walks out of a showing before you, revealing the final ending of Infinity War, and now you're just like, well, what the fuck? That's a specific example because that's happened to one of my homeboys. Literally,
yeah. And I think one thing that's, even if you even if you take a step back and you take away, like, let's take out the theatrical, the social piece of it. Let's just think like a business. Let's just think like a business. If I am the CEO of something, you have to know. Well, actually, no, you don't, because they prove this time and time again. They don't know numbers or their product at all. But you should, right? For people that don't know, this is not a all the way across the board. I'm just gonna say an average. On average, most movies that are released, most of their revenue, around, I would say, I'll broaden it. Usually it's 50 to 60. I'll say 40 to 60% of their revenue is ticket sales. So imagine you make a movie and you get rid of theatrical releases. your ticket sales, that means your revenue is already cut in half or almost half. You're already in a loss. You don't even have a you 100% do not have a chance to make any revenue on any other movie you make going forward if you do
But
that.
you know where they're gonna
And
try to recoup that revenue
in
in
subscriptions,
subscriptions.
raising subscriptions. But to do that, you would have to probably triple your subscription price.
Without question.
And that's like lowballing. I would probably say quadruple it.
Because and people are not overreacting, but people are making a big hoopla about this because of the money amount that Netflix acquired Warner Brothers for. But Disney did the same thing not even 2 years ago with Fox. So like this is not anything new. So and
Yeah.
I'm saying that to say just it can happen. We're hoping that it doesn't, and the government is like, all right, let's
Yeah.
cut this. We let the shit slide with the
But I,
mouse. We're not letting this slide with Netflix.
but the biggest difference with them two is Fox ain't making movies, nigga. Fox. The difference is
Not
Fox
really.
is not the oldest production studio in Hollywood. And then Warner Bros. Alone, I think I would have to look it up, but I think they had at least the three of the top grossing movies this year because they had Sinners, they had Mickey 17, they had One Battle After Another. I'm missing like one or two other movies that they released this year, but they had at least one or two of the highest grossing this year. So that shows movies are movies will sell. So that's the one thing. That's one thing I think is they're kind of getting away from is just even if you get rid of the social aspect, you're gonna lose a lot of money. Even though I say don't look at the money, at the end of the day, money drives these places to make
Yeah.
movies. But what I think one thing that they'll get to, if this does, if hypothetically all this goes through, Netflix is over the production of films and they go in Ted Sarandos' way, which is lower the streaming. I mean, go straight to streaming or just do like 2 weeks in theatrical releases all actors would have to start doing new style contracts. They would have to get to the point where they're doing a contract similar to what happened with Scarlett Johansson
Oh yeah, because she didn't make really too much
yeah, it would have to be like
off
how
that
Scarlett
Black Widow
Johansson
movie.
was with Black Widow because for people that don't know, Black Widow went straight to streaming and Scarlett Johansson ended up suing Disney because one, I guess I'm just guessing in her contract it didn't say it was going straight to streaming, but I don't know. But pretty much she sued them because she said this is lost revenue because you didn't have the movie in theaters long enough and it went straight to streaming. And she won the case if I'm not tripping.
Yeah, I mean
I'm like
she didn't walk
80% sure
away
she
with
won.
some money. I had to go back and try to follow it again. But yeah, that was an ongoing thing because
Yeah.
I remember seeing that movie in theaters, but it was only in theaters for like maybe 3 weeks max, and it was I would say I mean not poorly. Yeah, yeah. It was like poorly advertised. It was a last minute movie. No one really wanted to see it. It was released too late. On top of just the movie kind of being okay, and it just like it was a product of COVID. It was released on the back end of COVID, so people were just now trying to find reasons to go to the movies. On top of everything was expensive, and
Yeah, she did settle her lawsuit, and they didn't put out the exact number, but it's estimated to be around 40 to 50 million they paid her out because her salary I believe was 20 million, and then they added on like other stuff. But it would get to the point if they do straight streaming, I think every actor would. I think all their prices would increase heavily.
it would have to because you're shortening the theatrical release time. They're not making enough off the streaming revenue to uh, warrant this having this regular ass basically 360 deal. So it's like you're gonna have to make it again. You're gonna have to make it up again, which is why, to your point, they're gonna make it up in these subscription prices, but they're going to have to more than triple because they're compensating for the loss that they're losing in the theaters on top of
Mm-hmm.
this money that they're going to have to start paying these actors in these blockbuster movies that are basically now going to Netflix.
Yeah, and then I can see it where it gets to the point where it's like, oh, your basic plan, you getting 10 ads in your video. Your
Not to
standard
that
plan,
point.
you getting 3 ads. Your advanced plan, which is $120 a month, no ads, 4K, HD. Your basic plan, you don't get HD, you get 720.
That's HD. You get 480p streaming. 480p regular ass streaming with 20 billion ads.
Yeah, $50 a month.
Crunchyroll.
Yeah, so on the movie side, I think that's the is gonna really, if it goes through, like we said, all this is still up to change. It will be interesting to see. I think on the TV side, I think it will affect it even worse. And I think, and the way the reason I say that is because when you think about it, y'all can argue with me if you want. Netflix has some of the worst originals. You could argue with me. I'll tell you they have some of the worst originals. HBO has the best original shows.
Which is why this was a no brainer for Netflix because they knew their specifically originals content was
It's
not good.
terrible outside of
Terrible.
maybe
It
two
was not
things.
good. So now you acquire HBO, their TV division, and you're bringing all those members on your platform so you can help bolster more of your originals with their storytelling, writing, composing, all that stuff. Because you know your shit is some slaw. Even Stranger Things, that season's coming out right now. I'm watching it. It's not what it used to be. And even before that, when Netflix was in its prime, it didn't. It only really had like a couple diamonds in the rough. Like you had Stranger Things, you had 13 Reasons, and
Euphoria? No, Euphoria is
no, that
HBO.
was Max. That was
Yeah,
HBO too.
Euphoria is HBO.
Don't give
Yeah,
them that
see?
one. And then I'm blanking on others like The Witcher, but
Squid
when they had
Games.
Henry
Squid
Cavill,
Game. But that's the
Squid
thing. When
Games.
somebody made an article, they made a tweet. One of these I forgot which exec it was. They made a thing saying we can't wait to join these different projects together, and they mentioned Stranger Things, Squid Games, and something else, and then they listed like Game of Thrones, Sopranos, all this other stuff. And somebody said, do you see the comparison in this shit?"
There ain't none.
They
There ain't
said they
none.
know they don't got shit over there.
Even the fucking they ain't got shit touching the penguin. What they got? Extraction.
Nigga, they
Extraction
don't got
2.
they don't got nothing touching Creature Commando.
Maybe Love, Death and Robots in that K-pop movie, whatever that was.
Maybe. But one thing I think this will affect is just the media on the platforms, because I think a lot of times with Netflix does this as well as HBO. A lot of times when it comes to certain movies or TV shows, if they don't deem it as, I would say, important anymore, or and making any traffic, money, XYZ, all of the above, they take it off the platform. And I could see them doing like a heavy overhaul of a lot of things. People may be like, "This is my comfort movie. This is my comfort show." Well, in a week,
It's
it
leaving.
ain't.
It's leaving
It ain't
soon. It's
gonna
leaving
be.
now. Actually,
Yeah,
instead of
it ain't gonna
leaving
be on
St.
that
Louis
platform.
2, that shit leaving now. You got 20 minutes to watch a 2.5 hour movie. Good luck.
And if you don't download it, or if you don't download it, and if you don't have a physical copy,
Yeah.
you
I
better
think
become a
now
pirate.
more than anything, you have a good point. Now more than anything, we need to start taking the importance of just physical media. DVDs, CDs, vinyls, cassettes,
Yeah.
VHSs, all that.
And if you don't know where to go to Half Price Books. I promise you, they more than likely got what you looking for. And if they don't, they can ship it to the one near you. Trust me. I I'm building out the full like 3 collections. I just have to find the rest of them.
But yeah, if anything, now more than ever, physical media. If you're a physical media collector, hold on to that shit tight.
Yeah.
snug tight. But let us know y'all's thoughts about this merger in the comments, in the description video feed posted the other day. And this, I'm sure this is not going to be the last we talk about this, because there's probably going to be more coming out in the near
Yeah.
future. But this is definitely this is definitely the first strike. Waiting on the second tower to hit. No
Yeah,
problem.
I'm waiting for, that's crazy. I'm waiting for Tom Cruise to make that call. I need Tom Cruise crazy ass to make that call, boy. I know he fuming right now. I know
Oh
his head
shit.
steaming.
Yeah. But I
Him,
think
Christopher
because
Nolan.
there's always going to be that company, opposite company, the competitor company that's going to try to do some equally as insane opposition. So, what do you think
Yeah.
Disney? If Disney was to do something like this, what would they go after? I'd probably say, well,
There you get.
they
Well,
need to get
Paramount is
Sony.
under. Ain't Paramount under Amazon?
I think
Am I
so.
tripping? No. Well, I think they have a deal to stream stuff on Amazon. I don't think they're under them at all, because Paramount was one of the competitors that tried to get this deal. Now I'll say this: Netflix is bad. Paramount is worse.
Paramount.
I don't want Paramount to touch anything. If you thought other companies cancel stuff you like, Paramount will have a best selling something and be like, let's kill it. They don't need to have
Like,
anything.
Paramount Plus is
I think it's just own entity.
they. Yeah, their streaming services contain main pilot of CBS, Nickelodeon, MTV, Comedy Central, BT,
Yep.
Showtime, all that stuff. So
Yep.
I
Paramount.
can,
Hell no.
but I'm like, if Disney was to buy Disney just needs to fucking buy Sony. This is they need to cut the shit. This should be the fire under Disney's ass to be like, you know what, Sony, y'all, I'm done playing with y'all. I'm done playing. Just slap them niggas with a water buddy. We know you got it. We know y'all niggas got it. Stop fucking around and just we got all these monopolies going around. Hell, Disney, just go ahead and buy Sony. You already got shared custody over one of them niggas any fucking way. Just do it. Go ahead and do
Man,
it.
the crazy thing about this whole thing is, and I sent it in that chat, in our chat the other day, was even outside of like just movies, streaming, entertainment, do y'all know how crazy it is for one company to control over 50% of something? Do y'all know how crazy that is? Can you imagine if Walmart owned Costco too,
Oh my God.
and they own Target?
And
Could
now
you
they
imagine
own,
that?
because they already are over Sam's Club, or is that Kroger?
Yeah, no, they over Sam's Club.
Yes, they already over Sam's Club. You mean to tell me they got the other niggas now?
Could you like?
That's
Do
just
y'all
too
understand
much
how
monopoly
Do
over
y'all don't understand how
everything.
bad that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm trying to get through people's head. Like, regardless of this theatrical stuff, do y'all really realize how bad like a monopoly system is? And
Because
it's
if it's
and
just
I
one, they have no reason to compete with the other. They're like, well, it's just me. So
Yeah,
y'all
like I
got to
said,
pay this shit.
I
Because
can
where
set
you
any
gonna
price
go?
I want. And the crazy thing is, I haven't realized. Well, not I haven't realized. I don't understand why people are so pro corporations. They aren't paying y'all dumbasses.
Oh,
People will go online and be like, well, I think this is pretty good for Netflix. I think this is pretty good for XYZ. Get they balls out your
oh.
mouth, nigga. What the fuck are
They're
we
not.
talking about?
They're not paying you enough to say this. They're actually not paying
Like,
you at all, honestly.
they
But
not paying you at all. You're paying them.
yeah, you're
Y'all are
paying them.
you're stupid. Why are you supporting them? Oh my god! And that goes to like even gaming. People be like, $70 ain't too bad for a game, nigga.
No,
What are you talking about?
that's
And the
bullshit.
crazy, the disc. I'm about to go on a rant. The disc for the game, not even the game. You still got to go online and download
And
it. You still
download it.
don't own that bitch. And in most games you download, if y'all read the fine details, it tells you they could take it off of their server whenever they want. Y'all are Oh my goodness, bro. That shit would get me
And this
hot.
goes back into just the physical media. Like we're losing touch with physical media more and more every day. And I'm guilty by this in the sense of like when I have my Xbox, now I'm just like, I don't even really feel like going to GameStop and buying the game. You know, I could, like you just said, I could still go to the disc and pay $70. I still gotta wait 12 hours for the shit to download, but at least I have that physical copy. So no matter what happens, I can take that in any game, or any system, anywhere, and it has my shit on there, or I have this
Yeah.
game. Anything can happen to that system. If that system's fucked, that shit's fucked. All the games gone. Fuck a cloud.
Yeah. It needs to be an overhaul, man. One, you shouldn't be spending $70 for a damn video game. Games
You
need
know
to
how
games
much
need to,
this fucking GTA 6 about to be?
they about to drop they about to say 100 for that
30.
hoe.
Oh, nah, I'd say more than that. I'd say damn two.
Because the Mario that just came out was what, 60? No,
No,
it was I feel like that was high.
that was like 80 some dollars
Yeah,
for
that
Mario Kart.
GTA, they about to run you out pockets.
I'm telling you, it's about to be.
Oh,
It's gonna be $180 fee. I'm calling it right now.
and
$189.99.
the crazy thing is, if it is 100, it's gonna be some dumb ass niggas on here talking about you ain't got 100 to buy the game, man. Money good. No, you're a fucking idiot, nigga. You're a fucking idiot. Oh man.
Oh man.
Oh man. Yeah, I got all off topic.
No, we're good. We're good. We're very much done with that. Let's go ahead and move on to Welcome to Derry.
Yeah.
So at this point, we're at the point where we're coming up on the event, the infamous Black Spot event that takes place in the main it timeline, where pretty much this is a mass extinction or mass cut in the black population. Because these
Jesus.
white niggas, they, dude. First,
Might as well be
hold
extinction.
on. We need to address the white bitch in the room.
Periwinkle.
Do you know it's already bad? You fucking with a white bitch. Now you fucking with Pennywise's acolyte. Not even now, because he's been doing it. But it's just like now we're realizing, holy shit, you fucked up, dude. You fucked up. Fuck
I don't know why.
your life. You're risking your nigga's life. See, that's like one of our LBs fucking around with a white bitch. And not only getting him killed, she gets all of us killed in the process.
Oh my god. I thought of something. Fuck.
And she,
No.
I already said this in the last episode. I'm like, she's not even bad. For you to be risking your life, you're risking your life, your kids' lives, your niggas' life.
Hungry boy, he was starving.
Dude, that nigga was starving.
Hey, he was starving, and it must have
I
snapped.
could never be starving that bad to where I'm willing to eat raw chicken.
But yeah, so for this, the recent
I'm
episode,
sorry, I had to get.
no,
that
you could, you could. It is crazy that he messed with. He wasn't messing with. He was, yeah. But yeah, but as we see in the episode, one, they fired the police chief, which I thought was random. I thought he did
right. You were right. That one scene, that was the mayor, because then he mentions like, yeah, I guess the mayor didn't think I had it in me. How? You arrested him. It wasn't the commissioner's fault that nigga escaped.
Yeah, that's what I was confused about. I was like, why is he fired? And then why his racist ass was like, I'm just telling y'all where they at.
Well, that's because Periwinkle told him where they was at.
Did she?
Yes, that was the tap. That was because he was like, we gotta. That's what makes it even worse. You're fucking with a clown bitch. who's basically thinking she's like, oh, if I keep doing this, I get to see my father. That ain't your daddy. That's the devil. That's the devil. The devil is a lie. The devil is a lie. What are we doing? Oh my goodness. And now she's just, because now we know she was the one that was following them kids in the cemetery. She was the one that was basically in the neighborhood following Will, scaring Leroy and all them. That was her. That wasn't Pennywise. She was acting on behalf of Pennywise.
She was seasoning them.
Yes.
She was getting them all seasoned up.
Seasoning them, but she ain't even. I'm sorry.
But
let me stop, because now I'm getting pissed off. And the only person with some fucking sense right now is Halloran. We gotta talk about him, because first of all, that moment where they show the shining power, where he's basically interrogating Taniel, because in episode 5 they show they basically capture Taniel, and Taniel's like, "You're gonna tell us where these shards are at." Where Taniel's, that's his aunt. No, that's his brother.
That's his aunt.
So the Aunt Rose comes in and she's like, basically, go get these niggas killed. Like, do not tell them where the shit's at.
She said, hold the shard and just run.
Just run. And that's essentially what Taniel does. He leads all them troops to their death because he knows they are not beating
Pennywise. You ain't shooting Pennywise.
You're not shooting that. You're not beating that. Even Leroy with his fear alt. He's not. He almost. Could you imagine? I'm sorry that I'm jumping around, but there's just so much to happen, dude. If you were Leroy in that sense, would you have shot him? Would you have killed your son in that moment? After the shit you just seen with your wife was there, and that was basically Pennywise fucking with you. So now you're on edge.
I don't think I would have. Honestly, with the wife one, I don't think I would have shot her. I don't think that would show. If I'm being honest, Pennywise would have got me. I would have been like, because I would have been so like distraught. I'm like, I know that's not you, but goddamn, bro, you really tricking me like this?
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I probably would have, like, if it was me and you, and like, they would have had to have both our wives there, because if I was there and I was like, she's not there, one of us would have been like, hey, that's a hallucination. Like, snap out of it.
Exactly. If one person say it's not there, I'm not gonna do it.
If you'd have caught us by ourselves, yeah, I'm fucking ground meat. I'm chopped. I'm cooked. Hibachi. But yeah, dude. Oh my gosh. And then Halloran, that was a crazy scene too, because when Pennywise basically catches him and corners him and is like,
I know your fears.
I know, because Pennywise is like, you're really the only one that can light a candle to me, and I need to sideline you right now. So, which is where that box comes in, where we learn through his powers in the Shining, he can see dead people. He can
see dead people,
which is how they know things. And at the end of episode 5, which is how we see Leroy's friend, because he can see them in the afterlife. But Halloran is like, nah, man, I ain't trying to see that, dog. And his grandpa teaches him how to cage that in that box. Which, obviously, the box we see is just a metaphorical, like a physical representation of all his fears trapped in there. But Pennywise is like, I
opened the box.
Powerful. You need to go.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was a crazy scene, because it's like, I was watching that from my room just shook. Like, I couldn't imagine the amount of fear, and then Halloran is like, no, please, no. And Pennywise is like, dude.
Bro, the one thing about Pennywise that get me is like, it's so, like, to me, what makes him so, Pennywise's character so good is that it's it's like so unsettling how creepy it is and how he moves. That's another thing. How he moves is just it just makes your skin kind of crawl. Like his, because it's like because his actions aren't smooth, but they're like very precisely weird. I don't know how to
Yeah,
explain it. I think the best representation of that is when they did that flashback scene to 19 like 30 35 or 36, I forgot which year, with Mabel, and he was in the hallway. He did the twitch/run and then immediately stopped. I said that is one of the most freaky things
yes,
I can see. And side note, when they get to season two, because we know season two for Welcome to Derry, they go back to that year, the 1935 or 36. I want I partially want them to keep it in black and white how they did this flashback. I think if they did that season in black and white, or at least 2 episodes in just black
yeah.
and white, and the only color you get is like the red from the balloon, or somebody get one of the people get like slatted, I think that would be like insane.
That'd be shot really well. But yeah, dude. Oh man, niggas about to die. Like this.
Yeah,
This is why they call it the black spot, and we see now Pennywise. Like it was already insinuated from the It movies and the stories that it had something to do with this. He had basically everything to do with it. Him and his acolyte, because without um, I keep calling her the acolyte because I keep forgetting her name.
Periwinkle. I don't know her real name,
Yeah,
but Periwinkle.
Periwinkle. Shout out Brother Holiday. But Periwinkle, she keeps is basically has her strings everywhere. Like she ratted
Bro,
the niggas out, and now they're basically about to turn the black population into what we also need to see how, because we know Halloran survives obviously because he's in The Shining, but
yeah.
and we know Will survives. There's no way that they should, because we got basically the decent, they're called like the Legion of White Decency or something like that.
The
Basically,
KKK.
yeah, they're the Zeta Zeta chapter of the KKK, the Ku Klux Klan.
They they're not originating members.
They're
They're a grad chapter.
starter members is fucking Pennywise the Clown.
They're a grad chapter.
Grad chapter.
It's crazy because when it comes to the kids in the show, I feel like everybody in the show is be going through hell, but I feel like Lily has like a very crazy subplot. I was like, she be going through hell. Like when she found Periwinkle, like she found the little notebook with all the pictures, and she was like, "Your
Mm-hmm.
dad is it," or like he looks like him at least. And then like all the other kids, I feel like the only kid, the only one that's kind of been like chilling is Richie.
Yeah,
Somebody, bro,
Richard
somebody said
basically
his
been the only
subplot is,
one that's just like, I think he's gonna die a group because I'm like, there's
bro, he's living through whiplash right
nah
now.
man.
You saw him drumming.
Oh, that's,
He having the time of his life.
yeah. I think he dies. I think he dies within the next 2 episodes. I think he dies.
Somebody.
Um, Will obviously don't the people we know that are safe is Halloran, Will, and Leroy. I damn near think Leroy's wife is dying because I think she's because we don't see her in it chapter 1.
Yeah, you only see Leroy.
So I wouldn't be surprised if she's toast.
Somebody important is gonna be toast because we still got that scene that they showed in the trailer where Pennywise was like, "I've been waiting to see how you taste," and he's like
Oh,
all bloody. He got like blood all right here. I said, "Oh yeah, that's somebody important."
I think
So
he dies. I think Ronnie's father is done. There's no. I'm not gonna say I hope he dies, but I'm just like,
I think that grad chapter gonna get him.
but I don't even want to see what they do to him because they're
I
going.
don't want to see that scene either.
Oh my god.
If something like that happens, I don't want to see that. I'm not gonna lie to you. If something
Like
like that happened, I'm fast forwarding. I'm not gonna
I
lie.
hope the Muschietti brothers are, because they haven't really pulled any punches with the gore that they showed this season. But I hope when it comes
I
to
hope
that,
Yeah,
it's
if
just
that I
awesome.
don't know. I haven't read the books or nothing, so I don't know if like how I don't know if he's dying or if not. But if what we're thinking about and inferring have something like that happens, I will fast forward. I won't lie to y'all. I just can't see nothing like that, man. I won't lie, bro. I
I
can't.
can't either. I don't even care if Pennywise is the one doing it. I don't care, dog. I'm not. I don't want to see that. But I think he gone. Um, I either Ronnie's dying or they're changing the canon a little bit to where it's like Will and Ronnie end up getting married. One of the two is happening because I know initially in the books that's not Will's or Mike's mom,
Yeah,
but clearly they're showing some sort of relationship with them. So either they're changing the canon just a little bit, i.e., it don't matter, they still die, but they're changing the canon a little bit, or she's gonna die a terrible death in these next two episodes.
I don't know, bro. I'm scared to watch it today.
I know, like episode 7 comes out tonight, and next week, episode 8, the finale comes out. Man, that's gonna be some crazy ass episodes. I hope. Here's what I think is gonna happen, but here's what I hope that what I think is gonna happen in terms of like runtime, they're only gonna be like less than an hour, like 40 some minutes.
Oh, the
Because that's
last two.
I think so. What I want
Do they have it? Let me see if they got it.
is like at least an hour for episode 7, and like an hour 10, hour 20 for the last episode. But with that being said, we're gonna go ahead before we get into our like low redacted. We do have a trailer to react to for you guys.
Oh, I forgot.
You do have a trailer to react to. So the final season of The Boys is coming out next year, April 8th, 2026. I don't think I'm ready for the shenanigans that is finna unfold in this show.
I know I'm not.
I'm about to share my screen right now. This is me and Feek's first time watching this trailer. So you're
I've
gonna
been
get
avoiding everything.
a raw reaction.
First thoughts: Butcher is sane? Question mark.
Yeah, I think that's a ploy. I think that's a front. Um, that or yeah, no. I think that's all bullshit till like the very end. I think he's just like he has a mean with um
Negan.
Negan. Yeah. He has a mean with Negan and is like, look, dude, you think you can do it? Either they're like, you could do this by yourself, or you're gonna die a gruesome death, or you can
You
get
can use them as bait.
your friends, manipulate them to get to the very end and kill everybody, and it's just you.
My thing is, I want to know who Homelander punching because that's not because usually you with Homelander usually he just be killing people. Whoever he punching right there, if they
I
not
think
already dead,
that's
he is. Huh?
I think that's Ryan because we see. I think that's supposed to be grown up Ryan with the red eyes.
Yeah, that was Ryan. Yeah,
That might be him that he's punching out.
'cause I was gonna say whoever he punching, he looked like he almost like he don't want to punch them, but he just like I gotta kill you. Yeah, you see how slow he doing it. I said,
That's why I'm like, I think that's Ryan. I'm going out on a limb and saying that's Ryan. That's
oh
Butcher. No, that wouldn't even have been Soldier Boy. Jensen
yeah,
Ackles.
he wouldn't have been punching him
Soldier
like that
Boy
if that
would
was
have
Soldier
just.
Boy.
Owen would have just beamed him.
Yeah,
But yeah, I think that's Ryan or Homelander, or Ryan or Butcher.
yeah, and with Soldier Boy was with them, I'm guessing. It was from the way it was
Yeah, because
looking, because
they freed him because we saw that. Well, pretty much after the events of season 3, he's
They froze him back
basically
over.
put him back in the ice and thawed him out again. And it's just like, look, dude, they're probably like, we may have had our differences coming together now. We're stopping Butcher. He manipulated you. He's no good. He's a menace to the country now. That's all. That's all the motivation that nigga Social Boy need.
I had a crazy comment, but I'm getting better, guys. I'm getting better. Getting better. Getting better.
Each one of us
But
is getting better.
But yeah, that season gonna be insane. I'm kind of glad they didn't show any of the Gen V people.
Yeah, me too. Like, let that be a big reveal. Either yeah, I don't want to see him in any trailers. Either let
Yeah,
him
because we
be
know
like
they
a big
in there.
cameo.
Yeah,
I was saying let him be a big cameo in this final season, or let Gen V season 3 be like the final end to like this boys slash Gen V universe.
yeah.
But it seems like, at least from this teaser, like they're kind of tying up the loose ends from just the boys. Like, they're not really tying up anything from Gen V because they're kind of going through their own thing right now with the Godokin and well, that's already kind of ended, and just I don't think they even realize, like, they know about Maria Rambeau, but they haven't found her yet, or at least Homelander hasn't realized how powerful she is. That she
Yeah, the
basically
only person that kind of know, and if she
Omega
hasn't told him
level
yet, is
soup.
Sage.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be interesting. And then it was some news that Gen V, Daredevil, Born Again season 2, and Invincible all are gonna be airing like the same time.
I did see that.
Not the same. I don't think the same day, but obviously they're gonna be airing
Yeah.
this during the same period of time. So that's gonna be really. That's gonna be
That's
crazy.
gonna be crazy. That's also gonna be very hard to keep up with.
I think they go. Cause I think usually the boys was like Thursdays, right? It was Thursdays or Wednesdays, and I
And
know,
like Thursday
and I know,
nights.
and I know. Invincible was like the other day was like it's like a Wednesday or Thursday. So if they're back to back, and then if they hopefully do Daredevil Born Again like weekly,
Yeah.
all at once,
Hey.
and do like a Friday, that would be a perfect Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Yeah. But anywho, we're gonna move on to our like it, love it, redacted. We don't have many. It's just actually I think I might only have two. So the
That's
first
cool.
one, first trailer for Green Lanterns was shown at the HBO Max upfront. So Hal Jordan and John Stewart have been working together for months at this point in the show. Hal Jordan has seemingly stepped in to train John Stewart because I guess John Stewart's teacher in this show is either out of commission or maybe he's tied to the bigger story plot. There's a Squirrel Green Lantern, and this is a Western type of vibe series. So, do we like, love, or redact the details for this upcoming Lantern show?
I'll say like because it's the same details they've been giving us. So we know True Detective style supposedly and Green Lanterns.
Yeah,
Only
I would
so much
say
I can say.
like too. I'm like, they haven't said anything that's just a strong redact. So I'm like,
Yeah.
until that point, I'll say like. And then the next one is Rush Hour 4 has been greenlit at Paramount. After we just was talking shit about Paramount, they're bringing back some golden age cinema.
What the Animaniac said? You need $1.
Money.
If you need $1, do that reboot.
Bring these niggas back when they 50 and sick and 80 years old. How old is Jackie
Not
Chan?
like
Jackie Chan
70
gotta be
something.
like in his 70s.
I think he's like probably like 73.
Jackie Chan is 71.
Damn, I was off by two. I know he was. I knew he was in between there, but
I
yeah,
think Chris Tucker is probably like 50, so
he's like 50 or 60. I think he's 60.
he's 54.
54. Oh dang, he was young when they made 54. He 18 years younger than him. No,
Yeah,
17.
because they made Rush Hour the first one in '98, and then Rush Hour 2 in '01.
Hmm. I'll say like. It also just depended upon the type of jokes they do. If they keep it how the
Yeah,
classic
I
is,
don't think they can go as crazy as they did in
I think you know why. You know why I think they can. Have you seen the Naked Gun, the newer
no.
one? That junk, I won't lie, it's pretty funny. And it says they say some wild shit in there. Like they say, like they call somebody. They be in there talk, and there's a pic. Like in the first Naked Gun, I think there's a picture of OJ in that hoe because they show some like the old actors and what, and they're like all at the precinct like supposed to be praying to their dads or whatever or saying like just giving like thanks or whatever. They have a black officer in there. He looks up. He's like, not gonna do it. No, that movie is that movie was very like
Okay.
old school style funny.
This
So I
man,
think they can do it.
yeah. And I guess my thing is the audience that really liked those first three with that kind of humor and then that banter. Are they aged out at this point? Like, are you think they're gonna pull up? Are they gonna come full force to this showing whenever this movie comes out? Probably 2026 or something, but or 2028. Do you think they're gonna pull up and like just be there in attendance to kind of justify the this movie being made?
Um,
I guess my thing is just like who really asked for this fourth movie, but the money did.
People gonna go see it. I'll go see it. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm going to see
I would
it.
be one of the people. I'm gonna use that AMC stubs though, but I'm gonna be there. I'll be there for sure. Uh, it's money though, but if they do it right, I mean, what's another reboot at this point? We gonna get a few. You gonna get a few every year. That's inevitable. So I mean, I'll say like overall, I'm not opposed to it as long as like I said, as long as the dialogue good. I think I can. I think it'll be straight.
Mm-hmm. And now, time to get into the infamous bag. Please drop that music.
Yeah, bitch, I'm in my bag, bag, bitch, I just made a bag, bag, bitch, I just made a bag, bag of beef, bag.
All right, so Fee, this one literally just came to my mind right now. We were talking about Zootopia, and as I was watching some of the one of the trailers that they showed in my Zootopia movie was the live action Moana, and I thought this is so egregious. But my question to you, Fee, is what is more egregious? A live action Zootopia or a live action like Inside Out?
Good gracious. Zootopia for sure. Because the only thing that comes to my mind when I think of live action Zootopia is that movie Cats or whatever that junk was called that
Oh
came out like a
yeah,
few years
that
ago.
was nasty.
That's the only thing I could think of when I'm thinking about live action Zootopia. So, and I think with Inside Out live action, you could still have the emotions as figures or even I don't know, like how I don't know Gremlins or some shit, but they that I feel like that could work way easier than live action Zootopia. Like you have to have like it's just animals. You can't like the whole thing is there's no people there. Everything's a play on like people. So yeah,
Yeah,
it will be more egregious. Would definitely be that Zootopia.
I'd have to agree as well. They're both pretty bad because it's just like they're one of those things that just you're gonna CG the fuck out of it to the point where it's like, what's the point of this being live action outside of money? So I'd have to say Zootopia too, because it's literally just animals. You're gonna have to put everyone in a fucking suit and CGI mask, and
at least with Inside Out, you have people.
But my next question is: so we saw this TikTok earlier. The worst place to live. The worst place to live: Gotham or Derry?
The worst place to live?
Yeah,
Derry, for sure. Derry for sure. It's so Derry by 100. It's Derry by 100. Cause at least Derry ain't no black people there for real. We see that. And you got a murder, like both places got murder clowns, but this one, Derry, got a murder demon that's dressing up as a clown. And at least with Gotham, like you can live there. Like you can survive. Just don't go out at night. Like just don't go near an alleyway at night.
Yeah. I'd say it's Derry, and it's not even close. Off the strength of just the mystical powers and just the unknown of that clown. There's a clown in Gotham that's giving niggas hell too, but that clown is not this clown. Those are two different circuses. So, off that alone, I'll take Gotham. I'm like, at least I'm in the city.
Yeah, like I'd rather see Killer Croc than see Pennywise.
And Derry, they lynch niggas. They kill niggas.
Yeah. At least with Gotham, like people be like, it rain all the time in Gotham. They still got daytime. That's when Batman not outside.
Yeah,
I can still go out and have a regular day. I just got to make sure I don't run into somebody from the asylum.
Mm-hmm.
Derry, everybody from the asylum.
And the owner of the asylum is a clown in the pipes. So those are our bad questions. Now we're gonna move on to our final segment, the redacted rule. And my redacted rule for this week is just enjoy your company. And it's okay to love hard. It's okay. That's my redacted rule.
My redacted rule this week is believe in yourself. Regardless of what's going on, at the end of the day, if you don't believe in yourself, it doesn't matter how much everybody else believes in you, because you're the person that you're the first person that gotta believe in yourself. So believe in yourself and do what needs to be done. Mm-hmm. That's my redacted rule for the week.
Some great redacted rules. But again, thank you guys for tuning in, watching episode 108. We appreciate all the views, all the love, all the support. We are getting close to that near end 2020, the end of 2025. Let us know what you want us to do for a end of year 2025 type content, video, TikTok, reel. If not, we're gonna think of something and you're gonna watch it anyway. So, but we appreciate the input. We would appreciate the input. But with that being said, it's been your boy Dana Dane.
Been your boy Wafik.
And we out.
Peace.
Recipes call me, I'ma show 'em how to shoot. On the 4 or 5, jump in and ask my crew. Yeah, step with a fat, keep it all of the hoes on mute. Pull a little part, could be yellow with a brew. 48 for a quick burns. Crazy 8s in the back, yeah, the trunk on hot like a cube. 40 on me when I'm in the backseat. Blotter, paper pre-cut. Chris make juice, it'll drop like ink. Chain came with a clean plate, came with a sink. The Parator came with a mink. Charcoal's white like paint. My hoe by the hoe, cause she know it's my king. Hit on my side, cause I drop a song. Think you should hit up the link. The phenotype came from the pink Colombian thing. Yeah, the genetics you need. Cellular right on the beat. I'm teaching the hoe like I'm Play-Doh. I got the veggies like by the tomato. You got a basic hoe making Alfredo. I put a bag, but don't hold my payroll. I get active and then I lay low. The salmon was